I always thought that in order to be inspired, I need to find something to be inspired by, because then I can feel inspired, right? I follow someone and they say things that are so eye-opening, wow, and I feel, and I want you to feel with me, the feeling of inspiration to me is, and I wonder what it is for you, that feeling of awakeness, that eye-opening, that wow, but mostly really in the moment and awake and bright and energized. It is a wonderful feeling to be inspired. And I now understand, someone told me maybe a month ago, I always thought we had to first experience something where you are inspired by, and then you have for a moment, it never lasts really long, right? Feeling that enormous feeling of inspiration. But we can be that at all times, not needing anything or anyone to feel inspired. It's like, oh, yeah, just step in the energy of vibration. So we looked at that and worked for that a little bit. And I started to sit more and bathe more in that energy of vibration, or that energy of vibration, in that vibration of inspiration. And man, that felt good. Oof. The whole day I felt so alive, so bright, so energized. I was like, oh, wait a moment. And this is what I want to do with you the coming months or weeks or years, I don't know, for as long as it feels exciting. Because that's how long you should do things in general, I believe. If we can do that with inspiration, then we can also do that with my health. I can sit in a healthy body, on the energy, whatever that then means for me to be in a healthy body. For example, I feel my body feels smooth and flexible, and I can go for long walks, and the energy of that gives me the freedom to move wherever I want to go. I'm not saying I can't do that at the moment, just giving the example. Or, oh, so I can use it for health. Then let's then also start playing with it, and that's what I'm doing, with wealth. Ooh, that's exciting. And we can use it for, and that's why I want to unfold it together with you. What else can we use it for? Can you think of something? What else can we use it for? Your love life, your relationship, or you being in a state of, normally when you bring a project, for example, into the world, and how does that feel then when you accomplish that? The feeling of accomplishment, that's what I'm looking for. You don't need a project to go to the feeling of accomplishment. You can feel accomplished every day, in every moment. And if that is something that feels so good to you, then you can be in the vibration of that. Now, why would you do that? First of all, because it feels amazing. That's a reason enough, I would say. But there's more reasons why I love to do that with you the coming weeks, months, years, for how long. That is exciting. I already said it. But that's really important. Let's do only things that feel exciting. At least that's my standard I live by nowadays. If it not, and I don't mean ooh excited, because at the moment I feel very excited doing this with you. It doesn't have to be like that. Just a feel-good feeling is exciting enough, right? Anything that feels better, that feels good, that feels aligned, that feels right, that just, I don't know why, but that's what I feel like doing. I have them often. I have no clue, and it doesn't make sense, but still I feel I need to do it. Like I feel, but I'm drifting off, like I feel I need to go and spend some time in Dubai. Dubai of all places, me, the spiritual woman that I am. But I feel so drawn. Anyway, I might talk to it at another time. That is not relevant at this moment. So I'm going with it, right? Not yet, but it's moving there because it feels excited. And the moment it doesn't, I will stop. What I want to do with you, let's get concrete. I want to go live. I want to go live every week on Monday, same time, like today, 6 o'clock but 6 p.m. Amsterdam time, let's say, in the Netherlands, in Europe. And in that life, I want to, I'm distracted by myself. In that life, I want to talk about one element I will start because that's excites me most, inspiration. So the topic will then be inspiration. And the next one might be joy. And the next one might be, what did I just have? Accomplishment. And then every month I want to kind of have something that fits together. So we'll be working with that for a month in the same energy, but we take some different elements of it. So inspiration and joy or excitement or whatever we see what fits with that. I would like to work with you, bathing in that vibration every week. And then I do it with you. I like to explore this new field together. And you might say, but Alice, haven't we done that for a long time, sitting in vibration? Isn't that what it's all about? Well, for me personally, I wonder how it is for you. I've heard this so many times, be it before you see it. Sit in that vibration, and Abraham Hicks talks about it, Bashar, many people like sit in that vibration. I always thought that it is all to do with manifestation. And I'm being the vibration of, the stupid example of a big new house or a new house. I don't need a new house, but imagine it. And you sit in the vibration of the new house, having it already and feeling already accomplished and living there and feeling all that. So you are in the energy of it. So then it comes to you. But I always thought being in the energy of it is because I want that house. I want that to come in my reality. So I'm doing this to get somewhere. Now, what I understood now, which is, it is not about the wealth, and it's not about the house, and it's not about the relationship, because why do you want all that? I mean, we will draw it in, but that's not the point. Why do you want that? Because you want to feel better, you want to feel amazing, you want to feel inspired, you want to feel accomplished, you want to feel free, you want to feel all these beautiful emotions, right? So let's that make the end station. So we will work with wealth because I love that. I love that playing field. Finances, money, especially for Starseed, this is an important topic. And we will put that in here and there, now and then, not every week. There's more in life than wealth. But then to work with the accomplishment of it, the emotion of having that, the freedom, the not having to worry and all that. We're going to sit in that. And then it doesn't really matter if the wealth comes, if the health comes, all this, because that's the emotion you want. Why do you want money? Because you don't want to worry. Then let's not worry. But let's be in the vibration of not worry. Not worry is not a good vibration. It's not an energy. We need to find the word that then goes with it. Free, for example, or relaxed or balanced. Or I want to find that together with you. I want to do that live with you. So starting next week, me starting with a theme, and I think that's going to be inspiration. Unless I'm going to do that today, I'm not sure yet. As always, I just put the camera on and re-rolling because that I really, really enjoy that more than preparing. And now it's even it's even such, if I'm trying to prepare, my mind goes blur. It's like put on the camera and roll because that works best for me. And that excites me most. That feels best. And again, that's where I live by. And I would like to invite you to do the same, us going through this weeks, months, years, however long this is exciting for all of us, right? Mostly for me because I have to guide it. If I'm no longer excited by it, then something else, what is even better, will come up. So once more, what are we going to do? We're going to take an end result. I thought I needed to watch people or listen to people or be in interaction with people to feel that feeling of inspiration. Now I understand that is just an excuse. No, it's not an excuse. It's just not true. It's not true that that is needed to be there. And that lasts very short. Now I understand. I can simply be in the vibration of it. So how does that work? When we work together, I'm just going to talk about the topic for inspiration, in this case, but every week it will be different. What that feels, and have you feel it with me, right? How that feels, and why, and how it works, and why that is so important, and what it does to our life, or whatever will come up, right? Why is inspiration so important? Well, because you feel freaking alive. And the brightness of my mind is just, oof, I love it. So that's, we talk, we explore, and then together with you, interactive, live, you in the comments here on YouTube, what does it mean to you? And then together, I want to make a mantra. Well, I'm pulling it, and you might give your inputs. And then come up with a mantra. What might work for everyone, or you might make your own, whatever works. So I worked already with inspiration. So there it is, like, wherever I go, whatever I do, whoever I interact with, I'm a force of inspiration. And that sounds like, but that's just a statement. We are going to be in the felt sense of that statement. So when I say and feel and embody, I'm a force of inspiration, my whole body comes alive. So I'm saying that throughout the day. And I start smiling and I feel great. And I explained this to my son. And he said, Mom, it's like a drug. And I'm like, yeah, it is. But, and I didn't say that part, but you drug yourself, if that's not the positive, you drug yourself with other thoughts that you're not even aware of. And that is then the vibration you sit in. Drug is, of course, not the right word here. And why not? The thing is, if you do this for a while, at a certain point, this becomes your natural state of being. Now, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to create that mantra together. And then there's the talk, there's the creation, and then there's the walk. We walk or talk. How are we then going to implement that in your life? So my invitation is, let's do that for a week, all of us. And then in the Facebook, the Starseed Living Facebook group, I will elaborate further on that. We deepen that. We go more into that. We share there. And of course, you can share underneath here if you don't have a Facebook group. But if you do, I'm absolutely inviting you to join there, because that's where we are going to play further with it. So then the invitation for you is the week after. Okay, then go into that vibration, into that energy many times a day. This is not meditation. This is just feeling it in the moment. And if it's difficult for you to feel, I will help you with, like, we use the state of flow, and I will see, I need your feedback. If that is difficult, okay, let's make that easier then. If that is easy for you, then we don't need to part to make that easier. I want this to be an interaction, because I know some of you are just waking up to the fact that you're a starseed and are not familiar with any of the spiritual language that might be used, absolutely. And there's some of you that are teaching already for 40 years and always say, I don't need any of that, what you do. And then I explain it and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Because what this all is about is for you fully living in alignment with your higher self and living in the vibration of, in this case, or the first one next week, already lost the inspiration. That is when you're naturally living in alignment. You are the inspiration. You are pure joy. You are love. And all that I do, and you know, we have this free 5 days journeys, one coming up soon, always one coming up soon, right? Where you start feeling that already. And then we have the Starseed Rising mentorship, where we dive way deeper in that. So this becomes your lifestyle. This becomes your way of living, full in alignment. So this weekly, monthly, years, however long it will last, interactions that we're going to have, living in the vibration of something that you truly, truly love to live into, is already that alignment, right? We're just making it easier to fit in that, maybe, to be in that alignment. Being in that state of inspiration, of joy, of love, or health, or wealth, or whatever it is. That expansion of you, this sitting in a vibration of, is just one element and way of doing that. And there's many that I use. And this is just one component of it. You can also not do any of that. Go into the Starseed Rising mentorship that I have. It's a 90 days deep dive journey that we do together. And there you living more and more in that state of alignment. In the end, fully, right? And yes, it is much easier to be the inspiration from there. And sometimes it's so nice to have an extra, like you have a cake, but you want cream on it, but you don't need the cream because the cake is already so delicious. But every cream dot on it and every fruit on it that you don't need because you are already so delicious and so tasty. But it colors up, it's nice, it's easier, it's tastier, it is even more amazing. So it's all part of living in alignment. I hope I make that clear. And I'm trying to think of how that's going to look like. I can imagine, but it's going to be absolutely intuitive, that there might be some quantum healing in there when, for example, we talk about wealth, which has a lot of which will create a lot of hesitation, a lot of resistance to that. Parts of you that are not believing that can't go there, that live in scarcity. We might use quantum healing to clear that. Who knows? We might use, once we have a mantra that I'm a force of inspiration, that we say, let's really reprogram our subconscious mind so it really has that clearly as a new state of being. We might. I have all these skills and we can use all that. But I really want to see what happens in the moment. So and let it unfold and see where this goes to and see where it brings us. And I want to be part of that because I want to explore this new way of being in the vibration of whatever we choose. It feels so freaking good. It feels so absolute amazing. And if this is new for you, let that be an entrance point to living in alignment. So next week we start live. Who is joining? So thank you so much for liking and subscribing and commenting on this video. And I'm so looking forward to do this with you next week live here in this place, right? Much love until then. Can't wait. Bye-bye.